All right, we're live, rocking and rolling.
All right,
Producer Rachel in the house.
how are you?
Let's go. I'm doing
All right,
good. Trying to figure this live stream out, make sure we're getting to all the places we want to be.
1,000%. All right, it says I'm live. I see the countdown. So there's a delay, so FYI, we'll know that too.
Perfect.
Okay, we're live. I can't hear it though because I would have that feedback. So this is one of the examples of that I love the most because it shows that like we're not perfect. We don't know all things. We're just testing it out. And so for everybody that's always scared, because I always have clients that are like, oh, I'm scared to do the thing. It's like, if we're not scared, there's no reason for you to be scared because nobody cares, right? Like nobody really cares.
Totally. Totally.
All right.
Well, it's one of those things where if there was more of this stuff of like, hey guys, we're testing out how to use this product in this tech stack. We don't know what we don't know. Feel free to chime in and help us out with your experiences of leveraging StreamYard to get all the things, to get all the um, streams to all the platforms. It's crazy, right? Like I remember when I first heard of StreamYard and this and that, it was like Facebook and YouTube. And it was like you couldn't even go on LinkedIn. You couldn't even go on Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, I gotta test that one too.
Oh yeah. Did you click that for yours?
Yeah.
So Jim started the stream, so he's in control of the stream. As a guest, I can only broadcast or live stream to 2 platforms, but I think he can live stream to all of his platforms. So that's really interesting to note for me because I thought, oh, maybe I could do everything. I want to know what it looks like on Instagram because I know Instagram is famous for verticals, right? Like top and bottom. Whereas LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook are horizontal generally, side by side. And so I'm trying to figure out what
Good
it's going to look
call,
like.
Rachel. We are side by side on Instagram right now.
So you just have, so it has all that empty space everywhere else, then, right?
I wonder if that view makes it look good better.
And Facebook. Let's find out. Are you in Jim Morris or Impact Effect?
Impact effect.
Their Instagram
Yep.
or our Instagram. I love that. All right, double checking it. So there's nothing wrong with working out the kinks. Why is this going to take me
Yeah,
forever?
it's
So you just have, so it has all that empty space everywhere else, then, right? I love that. So
this
that's
view
Facebook.
right here looks a little bit better, but it's not the best. Yeah.
All right, let me look at Instagram. And then I got to look at what impact looks like on LinkedIn. Okay, it says live. Click the live. Oh,
Anybody just joining us, we are testing this out. So if you have any information on how to connect Instagram effectively for best visibility, utilize banners, leverage personal Facebooks, Facebook pages, YouTube Live. We're just trying to figure out that golden platform where we can get to everybody and hopefully share some value.
I mean, it's not bad. I would just make our like faces bigger, I guess, right? That other option that you had that you said might be better. That's fine. All right, so we like that on Instagram. That's not a big deal. I don't think that's like a killer of being able to utilize the third party platform. I There's other ways to do it, and one of them is OBS Studio, which is like a free software, but you have to build out all of these frames, like the frames that StreamYard just has, and it's plug and play. I tried it for a hot minute. I even hired somebody who like does this for a living to help me, and it was just so hard to understand. It wasn't user friendly, like doing OBS Studio. And so I love the idea of more plug and play. All right, so we're good on Facebook, we're good on Instagram. Let's check out the LinkedIn.
LinkedIn looks good. Yep, I can see it live.
So you see it live in the Impact Effect LinkedIn, or you see it live in your LinkedIn?
Impact effect.
There it is. Oh my goodness.
Can you see it on my personal or no?
I'm going right now. Hold on. Jim.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's right here.
We love it. Yay.
All right, we're connected. I think we're good.
We love that. Okay, perfect. Oh my goodness.
StreamYard it is.
I'm like, well, there we go. We tried another platform and it did not work out. So now we know. Do you want to tell everybody what we're sort of planning for? Why we need to learn how to go live with multiple guests?
Yeah, so we have just a ton of folks that are ready to pour into the business community and talk life, growth, strategy, marketing, sales, scaling, as part of Impact Effect community. So as we um, continue to build the assets, we're going to have a launch in about a month, and we've got some amazing folks already signed up to join us, and we're going to be going live all day long, all day long. It's going to be one of those things that are challenging for Rachel and I, but we want to provide a ton of value. We want to get folks that will be teaching as subject matter experts in the community in front of the audience, in front of the world. If there's similarities, if there's congruency, if there's synergy, if you like what you hear, we'd love to have a conversation with you to see if it's a good fit for you to apply to join the community. I think one of the things that's extremely different about what we're building and what I've been working on for a long time is to actually build a true, real community where you belong, you have support, and you don't have to do this alone. Entrepreneurship has a massive, massive spike in mental health situations, scenarios, and issues. And a lot of the research I've been doing, a lot of the human connection, deep research always comes back to that level of loneliness. And it's a silent killer, right? We've read articles, we've probably heard the Harvard Business study that talks about, loneliness is similar to being an alcoholic on your health your entire life. It's similar to smoking 15 cigarettes per day your entire life. That's the effect it has on your health span and your life longevity. So we know entrepreneurship's hard. We know being a business owner is hard. There's no sugarcoating that. Add a family, add kids, add a husband, add a wife. And it's just a lot of moving parts. So how can we streamline those moving parts? How can we help? How can we assist? And I'm just proud. I'm in a stage of being really proud because there's so many opportunities to take this digital community and use it as a lead source, allow selling, make a lot of money off of it, right? I mean, most people are building these communities to make money and to get a bunch of people that are like-minded to then sell them a product that they built. And that's not the goal of this. The goal is to really impact each other and create, brothers and sisters in a group where we can help each other out.
And it's
So,
also okay because we know people are at different levels. So we will have not just speakers, but courses and worksheets and all these other things for whatever level you're at, number one. And then number two, um, we're okay enough to say, like, some days we're not okay. And I think when you go on Instagram and Facebook and all the social media and you see all these successful people, right? Or supposedly wildly successful. And then you start feeling bad about yourself and where you're at. Like, your journey is your journey. And I think that's the biggest thing that I had to remember is that I'm not that person. Like, I'm not that other person. I'm me. And I have to be okay with the steps that I'm taking and then the journey that I'm on. And so when you have a community like Impact Effect sort of walking with you along that journey, whichever level that you're in, I just feel like it makes things a little bit easier to know you're not totally alone. So
100%, 100%, right? It's why do everything the hard way if there's a solution, if there's a relationship, if there's a conversation to be had with someone that has gone through it, is going through it,
right.
or, can advise you on who to connect with that would be beneficial to your growth and ease the pain of navigating it. And I say ease the pain, meaning things that we're doing and building and creating and disrupting, um, can be painful at times, right? Because we don't have the answers. We don't know, but we do need that person. We do need that friend. We do need that acquaintance to push us. And sometimes we just need to be pushed 1% to continue going. And then all of a sudden it clicks. All of a sudden it's there. Right. And it's what I did a whole freaking TED talk on, is like, you don't need someone to come in and move momentum 20, 30% towards your goal. You just need someone to push you that 1% from 50 to 51. And then magic starts to happen because you're practicing to create magic. So
Right.
if you're showing up and doing the things and you've got that support when you're in the rut, when you don't have the solution, when you don't have the resource, how can you find that? Well, you go to community. And unfortunately, in today's world, and you and I were talking about this, Rachel, like, I've joined so many of these communities and I can't find what I'm looking for. And so why not build it? Why not create it?
And that's what you did. And I'm on board. So, we'll see what happens. Should people like just DM us, contact us in messages? Because nothing is live yet per se. Like, we're not ready to go live with everything. We're building everything out so that when we launch, it is the effect that we were hoping for. And I know it's, we're building an app. So to get people to like go to another app, I get it. We're asking you to do something that, an extra step, I think. But when you see how we're creating the community within the community, you'll want to check it the first thing every morning. Like, that'll be the first place you're going to want to go. So yeah, I'm excited.
It's, I think there's so much clarity around where the world's at right now. There's clarity around, do I go left? Do I go right? Like, we talk to the people, we hear those scenarios and those situations. And, whether it's speaking from a stage, whether it's doing a workshop, whether it's having an event, an intimate experience, chasing your dreams, dinner party, I'm hearing the same thing over and over from business owners. Right. And no one has that room or that opportunity to just go be vulnerable, but be respected in that level of vulnerability because other people have been through it or experienced it. And if we can create that, which we are, and if we can stay on top of those situations and scenarios that continue to arise as time progresses within people's businesses, within the economy, and we stay close to it by calling and touching base with all our members every single month, like, yeah, folks, we're going to call you. We're not just an app. We want to hear from you. We're human connection centric. We want to love on you. We want to inspire you. We want to leverage a new relationship, a new resource. We want to enterprise for you and your business where you're going. I just don't hear those words. So I also ask anybody listening, tell us what community you're involved in today where you're getting that, right? Like, we would love to talk to that founder. We would love to leverage partnership. We would love to bring them in and talk about certain aspects of what they built and why they built it. Because different perspective and different times can really change where you're going, and it can really allow you to have massive growth. And why not leverage every opportunity? We live in this world of, like, how do I put it? Abundance, abundance, abundance. But what are we really living in abundance? Right? Are we really going to that other person that's doing something great and saying, how can I support? How can we collaborate? How can we do things together? How can we share knowledge? Whether that's a 15-minute phone call once a month, or that's, hey, let's meet every morning at 6 a.m. and check in on energy levels.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to build all that stuff. And Rachel, you can get me here for the next 4 hours talking about this. So I
Yeah.
won't go too deep I won't go too
I have
deep
a
into
heart out.
everything.
I got it. But I love it. I love what we're doing. I love what we're building, and I can't wait for people to be a part of it. And so this is one of those things. We're not perfect. We don't know all the things, right? I live stream using a different platform, and so we checked something out and we tried it. There's no hurt in trying. There's no hurt in trying. And I love that we tried.
Cool. Well, thanks for jumping on today, and thanks for folks listening to us figure out and do it in real time with messy action.
Right. And you can contact either of us. Do you want to give out the Impact Effect emails? What's the easiest way for people to contact us?
Yeah, info@impacteffectcommunity.com. Shoot us an email. If you have any questions, if you think community is something you want or you need, let's talk about it. Because here's the thing, this may be a great fit for you. This may be a great fit for you in 6 months. This may be not a great fit. And we want to make sure that we're curating the community and protecting the integrity. So if it's something where you're not going to show up and you're not going to engage, and you've just started a startup and you're still working full time, you may not have time for this, and that's okay too, right? But let's have a conversation. Let's see if this fits. And I would also say, let's just build a relationship. So send us an email. Let's chat.
I love it. Thank you,
Cool.
Jay.
All right. We'll see y'all.